Hello students, welcome to our channel Learning Notebook. In today's video, we are going to do complete chapter of money for class 5. Before starting with this chapter, let me tell you that we have made videos on every chapter of class 5 mathematics. We also have interesting worksheets and quizzes on each chapter. You can find all of them on our channel Learning Notebook. Also, you can see a list of all such videos on our website. The link to our website is below in the description box. So let's see what all topics we are going to cover today in this chapter. First, we will understand unitary method. Next, we will learn about cost and selling price, profit and loss. Then we will solve questions on profit and loss. After that, we will learn how to find selling price and cost price if profit or loss is given. Next, we will learn how to find selling price and cost price if quantity is given. And then in the end, I will give you a worksheet for your practice. So let's start and first understand unitary method. Unitary method is a method to find the value of one unit from the value of multiple units. For example, if we are given value of, let's say, 2 units, then this unitary method helps us to find the value of 1 unit. And from this value of 1 unit, we can easily find the value of multiple units. Let's say 5 units, 6 units, etc. Now let's take an example to understand more about unitary method. Let's say price of 2 bananas equals to rupees 10. So price of 1 banana would be 10 divided by 2, which is equals to rupees 5. So we have got price of 1 banana. Now if we want to calculate price of 10 bananas, so we will use this price of 1 banana. Price of 10 bananas equals to price of 1 banana multiplied by 10. Price of 1 banana is rupees 5. So we get rupees 5 multiplied by 10, which is equals to rupees 50. So students, this is the unitary method where first we calculated price of 1 banana and then we can calculate price of any number of bananas. Let's do one more question. 5 pencil boxes cost rupees 100. How much does Seema pay for 2 pencil boxes? So here students, in this question, we are given with the cost of 5 pencil boxes. And we have to find cost of 2 pencil boxes. So let's see how to solve this question using unitary method. We are given price of 5 pencil boxes equals to rupees 100. So first we will calculate price of 1 pencil box. Price of 1 pencil box would be equal to rupees 100 divided by 5, which is equals to rupees 20. So now we have calculated price of one pencil box as rupees 20. Now, to find price of two pencil boxes, we will multiply price of one pencil box by 2. Price of one pencil box is rupees 20. So we will do 20 multiplied by 2, which is equals to rupees 40. So our answer is Seema pays rupees 40 for two pencil boxes. Let's see the next question. How much will Rohit pay for 9 pastries if 4 pastries cost rupees 120? Students, in this question, we are given with the cost of 4 pastries and we have to calculate cost of 9 pastries. So again, we can solve this question using unitary method. So let's solve it. Cost of 4 pastries equals to rupees 120. So cost of 1 pastry would be equal to rupees 120 divided by 4, which is equals to rupees 30. So now we have got cost of 1 pastry. Let's use this to find cost of 9 pastries. Cost of 9 pastries would be equal to cost of 1 pastry multiplied by 9. Cost of 1 pastry is rupees 30. So rupees 30 multiplied by 9 equals to rupees 270. So answer is Rohit will pay rupees 270 for 9 pastries. So now students, I am sure you have understood unitary method. Now let's move to another very important topic, cost price and selling price. So students, what is cost price? Cost price or CP is the price at which a shopkeeper buys articles from wholesaler. So here do note that a shopkeeper is buying articles. Now what is selling price? Selling price or SP is the price at which a shopkeeper sells articles to his customers. So here the shopkeeper is selling articles. Now let's understand both these terms with the help of an example. Let's consider a flower shop. Here, this shopkeeper is buying flowers from a wholesaler. Then he sells these flowers to his customers. So the price at which he buys flowers is known as cost price, or we call it CP. And the price at which he sells the flowers is known as selling price, or we can call it SP. Now let's do an exercise. Here we have to identify cost price and selling price in the given statements. First statement is Amit buys a pen at rupees 125 and sells at rupees 150. Now, we just learned that the price at which an article is bought is called cost price. So here, cost price is rupees 125. And we also learned that the price at which the article is sold is the selling price. So here rupees 150 is the selling price. Let's move to next statement. Aman sold a phone for rupees 9,500, which he bought for rupees 10,600. So here students, it is given that Aman has sold the phone. So it means rupees 9,500 is the selling price. And the price at which he bought the phone is the cost price. So 10,600 rupees is the cost price. Now the third statement is Shreya sells a pen for rupees 90, which she bought for rupees 85. Now here Shreya is selling the pen for rupees 90. So this is the selling price. And she bought this pen for rupees 85. So 85 rupees is the cost price. So this is how we can identify cost price and selling price. If you still not have subscribed to our channel Learning Notebook, then do subscribe it and make sure to press the bell icon for notifications. Now let's understand the meaning of profit and loss. If selling price is greater than the cost price, then it means there is a profit. And profit is calculated as selling price minus cost price. Students, let's take an example to understand this. Suppose a shopkeeper buys one rose flower for rupees 30 and he sells the same rose flower to his customer for rupees 40. So here the shopkeeper is making a profit because selling price is greater than the cost price. And how would we calculate profit? Yes, we will do selling price minus cost price. That is, we will do 40 minus 30, which is equals to rupees 10. So shopkeeper has made a profit of rupees 10. Now what is loss? If selling price is less than the cost price, then it means there is a loss. And loss is calculated as cost price minus selling price. Let's take an example to understand this concept. So now students, we know that a shopkeeper has bought one rose flower for rupees 30. But to avoid wastage of flowers, he has sold one of those rose flowers to his customer for rupees 25. So here this shopkeeper has suffered a loss. Why? Because the selling price is less than the cost price. And how do we calculate loss? Cost price minus selling price. So in this case, we will do 30 minus 25, which is equals to rupees 5. So shopkeeper has suffered a loss of rupees 5. Now students, I am sure you have understood the concept of profit and loss. Now our next topic is how to solve questions based on profit and loss. Question is, Rahul bought a table for rupees 7,400 and paid rupees 400 as transportation charges. He sold the table for rupees 8,600. So did he earn a profit or a loss? First, let's understand this word problem. Here we are given with the cost price of the table, which is 7,400. Then the selling price is given as 8,600. And there is one more information given to us, transportation charges, which are rupees 400. So students, to find the total cost price of this table, we are going to add these transportation charges to the cost price of the table. Here, do remember that we will add any kind of charges, be it transportation, repairing or painting charges, to find the total cost price of the item. Now let's solve this question. We will write cost price of the table equals to rupees 7,400 and transportation charges equals to rupees 400. Now students, this transportation charges should be added to the cost price to find the total cost price of the table. So let's add these two and we get total cost price as rupees 7,800. So now we know the cost price of the table as 7,800 and selling price is given as rupees 8,600. So clearly selling price is greater than cost price. It means there is a profit. And we just learned that profit is calculated as selling price minus cost price. So let's put both the values here and we get profit equals to rupees 800. We will write the answer statement. Rahul earned a profit of rupees 800. Let's see the next word problem. Chitra sold her watch for rupees 1,240. She bought it for rupees 1,560. So what was her gain or loss? So here students, first we have to identify selling price as well as the cost price. And then we have to tell whether Chitra has made a gain or a loss. Gain means profit. So we have to tell whether she has earned a profit or incurred a loss. Now let's solve this problem. What is the cost price of this watch? It is rupees 1560. And what is the selling price? 1240. Here, clearly, selling price is less than the cost price. So it means there is a loss. Now let's calculate this loss. We learned loss equals to cost price minus selling price. Let's put both the values here, and on subtracting these two values, we get rupees 320 as the loss. So let's write the answer statement. Chitra suffered a loss of rupees 320. So students, this is how we solve questions related to profit and loss. Now let's understand how to find selling price and cost price if profit or loss is given. First, let's understand the scenario if profit is given in the question. We know profit equals to selling price minus cost price. Suppose profit is given as rupees 50. So we get 50 equals to SP minus CP. Now students, in the question, you will be given either selling price or cost price. So let's see the first scenario. If selling price is given as rupees 80. So it means we are given with profit and selling price in the question, and we have to find the cost price. So let's put the values in the given formula. We get 50 equals to 80 minus CP. Now students, to calculate cost price, we will first shift this CP to the left hand side, and on shifting, its sign changes from negative to positive. So we get 50 plus CP equals to 80. Now we will shift 50 to the right hand side. Again, on shifting, the sign will change from positive to negative. So we get CP equals to 80 minus 50, which is equals to 30. So cost price is rupees 30. So students, here we have calculated cost price when profit and selling price is given. Now let's see the second scenario when cost price is given. So CP is given as rupees 40 and profit is rupees 50. And this time we have to calculate the selling price. So to calculate the selling price, we will shift 40 to the left hand side. So on shifting, the sign changes from negative to positive. So we get 50 plus 40 equals to SP, which is equals to rupees 90. So students, here we have calculated the selling price as rupees 90. So this was the scenario when profit and cost price is given and we have to calculate the selling price. Let's understand this concept with the help of one word problem. Question is, Myra bought a camera for rupees 1800. She sold it for a profit of rupees 200. Find the selling price of this camera. So here students, we are given with the cost price as rupees 1800 and the profit as rupees 200. And we have to find the selling price. So let's solve it. Cost price of camera equals to rupees 1800. Next, profit equals to rupees 200. And we know profit equals to selling price minus cost price. So let's put both the values here and we get 200 equals to SP minus 1800. Now to calculate the selling price, we will shift 1800 to the left hand side and thus its sign changes from negative to positive. So we get 200 plus 1800 equals to SP. On adding these two values, we get selling price equals to rupees 2000. So let's write the answer statement. The selling price of a camera is rupees 2000. So students, this is how we calculate the selling price when cost price and profit are given to us. Now students, let's see the second scenario when loss is given to us. We know loss equals to cost price minus selling price. Suppose loss is given as rupees 50. So we get 50 equals to cost price minus selling price. Now further, let's see the scenario when cost price is given as rupees 80. So it means along with the loss of rupees 50, we are given that the cost price of that item is rupees 80. And we have been asked to find the selling price. So let's put both the values in this formula. We get 50 equals to 80 minus SP. Now to calculate SP, we will first shift SP to the left hand side and thus on shifting its sign changes from negative to positive. So we get 50 plus SP equals to 80. Now let's shift this 50 to the right hand side. So its sign will change from positive to negative. So we get SP equals to 80 minus 50, which is equals to 30. So selling price is rupees 30. So here we have calculated the selling price when loss and cost price are given. Now let's see the scenario if selling price is given as rupees 30. So here we are given SP as rupees 30 and loss as rupees 50. And we have to calculate the cost price. So let's put these values here and we get 50 equals to CP minus 30. Now students, to calculate the cost price, we will shift 30 to the left hand side. So negative sign changes to positive. So we get CP equals to 50 plus 30, which is equals to rupees 80. So we have calculated the cost price as rupees 80 when loss and selling price are given to us. Let's solve a related question. A spoon which cost rupees 25 is sold at the loss of rupees 7. Find its selling price. So here we are given with the cost price of the spoon as well as the loss, and we have to calculate the selling price. So let's solve it. Cost price of the spoon is rupees 25 and the loss is given as rupees 7, and we know loss equals to cost price minus selling price. So let's put both these values in this formula and we get 7 equals to 25 minus SP. Now students, let's shift SP to the left hand side and 7 to the right hand side. So we get SP equals to 25 minus 7, which is equals to 18. So selling price of this spoon is rupees 18. So students, now I am sure you have understood the concept of how to find the selling price or cost price if profit or loss is given to us. Now let's move to our next topic, which is how to find the selling price or cost price if quantity is also given. Question is, the cost of 4 mugs is rupees 80. Each mug is sold at the profit of rupees 5. What will be the selling price of each mug? Students, look at this question carefully. Here we are given with the cost price of 4 mugs, which is rupees 80. But we are given with the profit of each mug. Each mug means only 1 mug. And we have to find the selling price of 1 mug. So let's see how to solve such a question. Since we have to find the selling price of 1 mug, so let's first calculate the cost price of 1 mug. It is given cost price of 4 mugs equals to rupees 80. So cost price of 1 mug would be 80 divided by 4, which is equals to 20. So we have calculated the cost price of 1 mug as rupees 20. Next, it is given that profit on each mug, that means one mug, is rupees 5. So let's find the selling price using the formula profit equals to SP minus CP. Let's put both the values here. We get 5 equals to SP minus 20. Now to calculate the selling price, we will shift 20 to the left hand side. So its sign changes from negative to positive. So we get 5 plus 20 equals to selling price. And 5 plus 20 equals to 25. So selling price is rupees 25. We will write the answer statement. The selling price of each mug is rupees 25. Let's see the next question. 7 packets of rubber band cost rupees 105. Each packet is sold at rupees 10. Is there a profit or a loss, and how much? So students, in this question, we are given with the cost price of 7 packets, which is rupees 105. But we are given with selling price of only 1 packet. Each packet means 1 packet and selling price is rupees 10. So we have to tell whether there is a profit or a loss and how much. So important point to note here is that in this case we have to find profit or loss on 7 packets or 1 packet. Tell me. Yes, it is 7 packets because all the 7 packets have been sold at rupees 10 per packet. So let's see how to solve such a question. Selling price of 1 packet is given as rupees 10. So selling price of 7 packets would be 10 multiplied by 7, which is equals to rupees 70. So we have calculated the selling price of 7 packets. And we are given cost price of 7 packets as rupees 105. Now students, since here selling price, which is rupees 70, is less than the cost price, which is rupees 105, so clearly there is a loss. Now let's find out the amount of loss using the formula loss equals to cost price minus selling price. Let's put both the values here and we get 105 minus 70, which is equals to 35. So loss is rupees 35. Do write the answer statement. In this case, there is a loss of rupees 35. Now in the end, I am giving you a worksheet for your practice. This worksheet contains questions from all the sections of the chapter which I have just taught you. If you have skipped any of the section, I will suggest you to first understand that section and then attempt this worksheet. Do watch my other videos and share my channel and my videos with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.